This video is not sponsored by Tonic. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Oshin and I make videos on personal finance, tech reviews, lifestyle hacks, and whatnots. According to the Central Bank of the Philippines or the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, there are at least 51 million Filipino adults daw na hanggang ngayon wala pa ring bank accounts. So for the reason that either wala silang pera, or wala silang documentary requirements, or just for the reason that they don't want to open a bank account at all. And according to that report also, 7 in 10 of these Filipino unbanked adults ang merong access sa mobile phones, which shows that meron talagang potential for us Filipinos to be able to have access to digital banking services. And so last year, naging opportunity rin talaga yung pandemic na mag-shift yung mga Filipinos from a traditional bank to digital banking. So for today, I am going to share to you guys the first ever all-digital bank here in the Philippines, which we are expecting to launch this year, and it's Tonic. So guys, kung napanood niyo yung video ko about emergency funds at kung ano ba yung best digital bank na pwede niyo magamit or online bank for your emergency funds, I will link it up here so that you would be able to watch it. So Tonic, it's a digital bank from Singapore. And it is the first bank in the Philippines na binigyan ng Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas ng isang digital only banking license. So meaning, wala talaga siyang physical branch. Unlike CIMB and ING here in the Philippines na meron pa rin silang physical bank. So if I'm not mistaken, you can see an ING and a CIMB bank in BGC. Hindi lang ako sure sa ING, pero sure ako dun sa CIMB kasi tanda ko nung nandun pa ako nag-work. Meron akong nakitang isang branch ng CIMB somewhere in BGC. Pero ang ING, meron silang mataas na building doon. Pero hindi ko lang sure kung meron sila talagang as in physical na bank. But what I am sure of is that both ING and CIMB, they're actually not here from Philippines. ING is from Netherlands and CIMB is from Malaysia. And in fact, they have their own respective physical banks mismo doon sa respective countries nila. And unlike Tonic na talagang all digital bank siya. So meaning you can send, you can receive money online through Tonic, and you can also use a virtual debit card, and pwede mo rin siyang magamit for online transactions, pwede ka rin mag-loan, lahat ng pwede mong maisip na banking services sa isang physical bank, they want to replicate it on a digital bank. I was lucky actually to be part of Tonic's Project Lighthouse, wherein it's the bank's official closed pilot testing. They gave me access last week, tapos parang siguro na-test ko lang siya last week lang din. Basta after a few days, hindi ko siya naasikaso agad. Naisip ko, so then this is a good opportunity for me to be able to test the app, and let's see how it looks like and ano ba yung mga features niya. So with that, let's begin, and we're going to demo how we can use it and how to register. So of course, ang una natin gagawin is we will open the app, and so we have this beautiful logo here, and then for now, medyo mabagal pa siyang mag-load. Yun yung na-observe ko while I was using the app. And yun, so bibigyan ka lang ng terms and conditions, and then you will also be given a data privacy statement, and then they will send you a one-time password, and they will send it to you. Tapos, yun, ilagay mo lang yung one-time password mo. Ato pala guys, ang comment ko, hindi ko alam kung bakit naglalabas ng ganito si Tonic, but I don't know, pero ito lang, pinrest ko lang siya ng okay, but this one dialogue is a bit weird. Take note pala natin guys also that the app is currently still on beta testing. We're expecting actually na magla-launch siya this month. The next thing that we're gonna do is that they will conduct a face identity scan. So, yung gagawin mo, of course, magse-selfie ka lang dito. No need to smile, you just need to show your face. Next thing that you're going to do is that you need to submit also a valid ID. So, for this one, I used my passport. Gagawin niya is scan yung ID ko. So, dito guys, actually medyo nahirapan ako kasi siguro parang 4 times. Yeah, I think 4 times ako picture ng ID ko kasi hindi nila ma-detect yung mukha ko. So I had to adjust the lighting of my room. So yeah, basta ang tagal ko inabot dito. Pero yung maganda naman dito is that automatic nang nade-detect ni Tonic yung ID number mo at saka yung expiration date niya once na mascan na nila. After this, you just need to verify yourself, put some additional details and kung saan ka pinanganak, yung mga ganun. Basic info. And then the next thing is that you're going to create a password. So your password should contain these and dapat secured siya. So if you want to manage your passwords very well, I would recommend for you to use yung mga password managers like Bitwarden, LastPass. So siguro one of these days I might make a video also of these and I hope it could help you then, no? Because when you're going to do any online transaction, security is your top priority. Kasi nga, promise, ang dami na talagang mga hackers ngayon at minsan parang everyday tumatalino sila or gumagaling sila. So what we're gonna do first is that we're going to top up some money in our Tonic account. So for this one, itatry ko lang mag-top up ng 100 pesos. No, just to try things out. You have 3 options right now. Hindi pa available yung local bank transfer. So, for now, yung pinili ko dito is debit card. So, let's try 100 pesos. So, yung napansin ko sa app, medyo may mga moments na medyo mabagal pa siya mag-load, which is understandable naman. Kaya nga siya nasa pilot testing pa lang eh. Yan, then after this, yun, lagay mo lang yung debit card details mo. Hindi ko pa na-try mag-top up using credit card, pero ang assumption ko is baka hindi pwede. So yeah, for now, debit card na lang muna. So after nyan, just wait for it. And okay, they will notify you that they were able to top up money to your Tonic bank account. So the next feature that's interesting also for us is yung tinatawag na stash. So how stash works is that, so tatabi mo lang yung money mo, tapos pwede mo siyang gawin na individual stash or group stash. Meaning you can save up money not just with yourself but also with your friends. So for example, you and your friends or your family are trying to save up for a vacation, then pwede nyo magamit yung stash feature ng Tonic Bank, which is pretty interesting because wala nga namang, parang walang traditional bank na nakagawa nito. And this is very interesting, no, kung gusto nyo mag-save up together with friends, maybe for a vacation or for a gift. This is super cool. Yan, so for example, dito, tinry ko emergency funds. Baka matanong ninyo, is it possible ba to withdraw these money? For example, nag-stash ako ng money sa Tonic account ng isang friend, and is it possible ba na ma-withdraw ko yung money ko from there? I haven't tested it yet, but theoretically, I would say, oh, of course. I think naman, kasi parang pera mo pa rin yun. And both of you naman, parang you both are Tonic users, and it's basically just that you are just storing your money, not from your account, but from your friend's stash. So, parang ganun. So, yeah, my assumption is that yes. But again, please take it with a grain of salt because I haven't tried that. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna see here is yung kanilang time deposit feature. If you can see here, medyo interesting siya kasi you can earn as much as 6% for 6 months. So the minimum amount that you can invest or you can deposit via time deposit is 5,000 pesos. And then the maximum is up to 500,000 pesos. And then yung increments niya is for every 5,000, I think. Yeah, every 5,000. Pero guys, ang napansin ko dito, ang medyo weird lang is that bumababa yung interest na pwede mong ma-earn, ayun, if time progresses. Pero kasi parang, hindi ba parang lugi yun? Because, yun nga the more na dapat kapag tumatagal yung time, dapat mas tumataas yung interest, which is a bit parang baliktad dito. So, yeah, which is weird. At actually, ito yung parang weird part sa akin. And also guys, yung isa pang feature ng time deposit nila is that, so for example, nag-deposit ka nga ng 10,000 pesos, yung 6% nun is 600. So, you will get 600 pesos after 6 months. Paano kunwari kung gusto mong mag-withdraw or i-withdraw agad yung time deposit mo? Would you still be able to get the money that you deposited? The answer actually is yes. And in fact, meron ka pa ring interest na makukuha. Yun nga lang, it's just 1%. But still compared to other banks na, or like the traditional banks na kapag nag-deposit ka ng money sa kanila, parang lugi ka pa rin talaga. Kasi number one, mababa na nga yung time deposit rates nila than online banks. And then at the same time, kapag winindro mo agad yung pera mo, yung principal amount na dineposit mo, hindi mo na makukuha yun ng buo. In fact, babawasan na nila yun. I would say that in terms of the time deposit feature, this one is good. Medyo peculiar lang talaga yung case na kapag mas matagal na nakadeposit yung pera mo sa kanila, mas nababawasan yung interest, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it's really weird for me. I guess they're factoring it because that they're using your money for to grow their capital as well. So, in fairness naman, this is a good business model. So, since we're able to top up our wallet, now let's try sending naman money to other banks or to other wallets or to other accounts. So, dito, itatry natin na magpadala ng pera to my GCash account. So, again, just click send money and then let's choose GCash account. And so, isa-send natin yung buong 100 pesos na nilagay ko kanina. Then I just put my GCash account details. Yan, okay. So then we enter the one-time password. Yan, so we will be notified na okay na. So yung isang feature pa nila is meron din silang debit card or virtual debit card, and they're using MasterCard. So maganda dito, pwede mong i-lock yung card if you wanna lock it, and then meron din siyang mga security features at meron din siyang limits. So you can set kung ano yung parang debit or credit limit nung virtual debit card mo. So I think the lowest limit that you can use is 5,000 and then the highest is 250,000. Okay, so last note lang for the Tonic Bank is that kung napapansin ninyo, nag-earn lang siya ng 1% kapag nakalagay yung money mo dun sa Tonic Bank account mo. Unfortunately, yun yung isang downside niya na nakikita ko. So, na unlike in ING and CIMB na if your money is deposited on either of those two, mas malaki pa rin yung interest na mai-incur niya. Of course, always remember that the interests that are incurred by these banks, it's always subjected to tax. So, if I'm not mistaken, parang 20% yata. So, you have to take into consideration that before you put your money on Tonic, you either take advantage of the 6% interest from their time deposit accounts, or you get the risk of having only 1% if you put your money there. There really might be a trade-off. Kasi siguro may notion si Tonic na, people are investing or people are putting their money on emergency or rather on digital banks for the purpose of keeping their emergency funds because they believe that their emergency funds would have a larger value through time if they are invested in there. So it's kind of a good strategy for Tonic doing this. Na if you put your money within 6 months, then you get 6% interest. But if you withdraw it, you only get 1%. And nevertheless, if you put your money only on the regular savings account of Tonic, you still only get 1%. So yeah, I think that's something that you need to be critical before deciding to put your money on Tonic. And yun lang. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. So if you like this video, please do not forget to press the like button and comment down below what you think of. And please subscribe also to my channel if you want more videos about personal finance, and click the bell button beside it so that you will be notified whenever I have a new video. Okay, so remember, the more that you learn, the more that you earn. I will see you next time, guys. Goodbye!